Everyone keeps talking about Greg Docherty coming back to Rangers, Jordan Rosser coming back to Rangers. Do you know who else is coming back to Rangers to just take over? It's the man that's on this shirt. It's Mr. Lee Hodson, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's right, I've got a Lee Hodson shirt. And I don't know what's more sadder, the fact that I've looked this out for this joke at the start of today's video, or the fact that I've got a Lee Hodson shirt in the first place. Probably the latter.
Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video we are finally, and I mean finally, diving into the SFA and this incredible compliance officer. Not in that way. But before we go any further in today's video, I actually just want to give a massive thank you from me to thee, to every single one of you guys who likes, comments, tweets in, and just watches the videos each and every single day, putting up with this level of content. We have now reached over 28,000 subscribers, and I can't even explain what it means to me. It genuinely just, it makes me so happy, and it's absolutely incredible that we've got a channel to go this far. And I just wanted to take a minute just at the start of the video just to honestly say thank you for all the support. Let's dive into this absolute madness. 3, 2, 1. Rangers versus Clare White. That's right, we are back at it. Now, just in case you missed the news or anything like that, John Flanagan has been cited and offered a 2-match ban for his apparent elbow on Scott Brown during the latest Old Firm match. And the reason I actually say apparent elbow, by the way, is because even the SFA's got that wrong. They've got the video evidence, they see this, yet they're still claiming it's an elbow. Well, the Daily Mirror, of all places, is actually genuinely reporting the truth. He caught him with his forearm. At least report it honestly. But I'm actually going to speak a wee bit more on the actual foul by John Flanagan later on in today's video when I compare it with another incident which is actually a genuine elbow in the same match which wasn't picked up by the SFA. So we're going to speak about that in just a brief moment, because what we're actually going to focus on right now is going to be Rangers' vicious statement back after Rangers were obviously cited and offered the 2-match ban for Mr. John Flanagan. This is just absolute fire. Now, you may or may not have already read it, so what I'm actually going to do in today's video is actually read directly from this statement. I'm going to read it all because I just think it's absolutely brilliant, and I love that Rangers are calling out the bullshit by the SFA. So let's jump over to the statement and we'll react to the challenges and we'll discuss it even further. So it starts off with, once again there seems to be intent to change the decision of a referee in a match involving Rangers. There seems to be a steady erosion of respect for Scotland's referees and the authority they are meant to enjoy under Rule 5 of the laws of the game. The decision of referees regarding facts connected with play are meant to be final, but referees are now routinely invited to change the decision after the game has finished. It is particularly shocking that another Rangers player has been singled out for retrospective action and issued with a notice of complaint, while Jonzo Simunovic, the Celtic player who used an elbow to fell Jermaine Defoe, has escaped any kind of censure. Why did one escape punishment while the other is deemed worthy of a red card? We cannot understand how these two incidents could be studied yet only one be considered worthy of punishment. It seems as if Rangers players are being held to a different code of conduct from players at other clubs. We shall vigorously defend Mr. Flanagan and have also asked for a full transparency in what matters are brought forward for retrospective action. End quote, end statement. That is absolute fire. So now you can see why I mentioned earlier on in today's video that Rangers had released a vicious statement, because that was written to absolute perfection in my personal opinion. But if this is the first time you hear in Rangers' statement, what is your thoughts towards it? Did they cover everything that you wanted to be mentioned, or are you slightly disappointed in the overall statement? Let me know your thoughts and reactions down in the comment section below to that statement. Now, before we go any further, I actually want to pull back to the original John Flanagan challenge, which Rangers have said in their own words that they will vigorously defend. And I actually want to go back to something I said in the fan recap. I said it's one of those that we either go with you or against you. We've seen it all season long at Rangers, and the couple of challenges I was referring to was the Cosgrove ones where it elbowed Nikola Katic, quite obviously only received a yellow card. The referee saw that, there was no retrospective action given then for a clear elbow to Katic's dome. It also happened against Joe Worrell, again with the same player, Cosgrove. Nothing happened there. No, they were fine giving yellow cards to Cosgrove when he's elbowing Rangers players. But on the flip side of that, another decision that happened against Rangers Football Club was the Kilmarnock game versus Rangers, and the Kilmarnock goalkeeper was sent off for elbowing Glenn Kamara in the box. Not the forearm, elbowing Glenn Kamara in the face, received a straight red card. Again, one of these flip of the dice whether the referee's going to make the spot on decision rightly or wrongly, but they appealed the elbow to the face. And this panel, this compliance officer downgraded an elbow to the face to a yellow card. Now they want to pull Flanagan in for a forearm, not an elbow, even though they claim it to be, and try and give that from a yellow to a red. Wait, what? Like, is it just me? But this doesn't make any sense. How can one elbow one week be downgraded from a red to a yellow, then weeks upon weeks later, a claimed elbow should be moved up from a yellow to a red? This doesn't make any sense at all, especially the fact that they've seen the footage. Now, they've obviously got the referee's opinion. He gave a yellow card from what he's seen, but they're just pushing that to one side and saying, yes, we can see by the footage when we slow it down that it's actually a forearm, not an elbow, but somehow that's a red. I'm just genuinely so confused. I didn't get this at all. Honestly, what is happening with Scottish football right now? Because on the park, it's improving, you know what I mean? I think it's the best it's been in a very long time. There's 6 or 7 very strong teams, all capable of taking points off each other. And even the teams down at the bottom have strengths that they can play into to frustrate and take points off. It's no a rubber band, it's no a tin pot league. But what is tin pot about our league is the people in charge of it. They are ruining our league. It's not the field, it's not the players, it's not the teams, it's them. Now, we could turn our attention to other incidents that's happened this season. It's not been picked up quite bafflingly by Clare, like the clear elbow. I mean, Scott Brown literally goes like that to Stephen Naismith, right? The referee, I think, doesn't give anything for it, so it was quite clear to see to be picked up by the compliance officer. I seen a lot of buzz on the SPFL show that there was going to be complaints put in, but was there anything put in? Absolutely not. There was no ban issued for that, even though it's a clear elbow. I mean, it happened at Motherwell as well when Scott Brown left his studs in. It happened at Dundee when he left his studs in there and studied on the player. Was anything done? Absolutely bloody not. And the biggest frustration for me personally making this video is that I can't put the clips in. I've got them on Twitter, I've retweeted them, I've shown them, I've put them in a thread. I just can't put them in today's video because it gets took down for copyright, which is the biggest frustration for me. If you're watching this as a neutral or an outsider, if you've not seen these incidents that I'm talking about, they are absolutely blatant. And for whatever reason, Clare does they want nothing to do with them. And this is where a lot of the questions are actually coming from. Why is she so single focused on certain aspects while ignoring others? I mean, you've seen the stat table with the compliance officer, the people that she's issued like cites to and like bans and everything. Rangers far and away winners. The one right down at the very bottom, by the way, with won all season long, is Celtic Football Club, for Scott Brown going like this to the Rangers fans. And guess what? It got away with it. Obviously. But it's not just Rangers that's had problems with Clare. Again, I'm just bringing up incidents that I've seen being either shared on Twitter or from Rangers games, because that is how I spend my life. I watch every single second of Rangers playing football. That is what I do. I didn't watch Hibs play every single game of the season. I didn't play other teams. I try and watch as much as I can for the SPFL show, but I always revert to stuff I've actually seen. That is why I bring up these incidences. But Clare has ignored from all around the league. That's why you've seen managers of other teams speaking out. This is not just a Rangers issue. You've had Stevie Clark calling the SFA and the compliance officer twice this season. One earlier on with a decision that he wasn't happy with. Now obviously he tore a referee a new arsehole a couple of weeks ago and got a wee bit of fine, but today he's actually backed Rangers' statement and fight against the SFA, asking for more transparency and why these decisions are being made. And even he has called out this decision, why Flanagan has been cited but Simunovic hasn't. He's doing that. He's not to do with Rangers. I think it's been shown he's not the biggest fan. I mean, you look at Hearts as well. Craig Levein, he's probably the most vocal one, believe it or not. I know Rangers gets a lot of the headlines, but Craig Levein all season long has complained about the SFA and the compliance officer. He's fighting that battle. He's not been happy with certain incidences that they've not even bothered to look at. And the other one what I've managed to actually find with a couple of complaints about this compliance officer is Derek McInnes as well. Now we need to turn our attention to the biased argument, because that has been a question that's been asked throughout the season, because again there is so many questionable decisions made by her. Is she biased against the Glasgow Rangers? If you were to ask me a straight question, just one-on-one for the answer, I'd actually say no. I genuinely believe she's no biased just against Rangers. I genuinely, and I mean this like deep in there, think she's absolutely shite at her job. I honestly didn't think she watches the games. I don't think she watches full games every single weekend and being fully focused on incidents, writing them down, picking them up. No. I think she just sits back, waits for Sports Scene and seeing their clear agenda, which has already been spoken about. The BBC has confirmed they treat Rangers differently, and when you've got bitter players that wasn't good enough to make it, Rangers like Michael Stewart coming here and the other puppets that come there just for the paycheck, just kick Rangers, they bring up more incidences. It's quite clear to see. I'm no shocking anyone when I actually say that. I think she watches that programme, goes, oh, doing my job for me, Rangers player there, right, we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. Now, I didn't want to come off like that guy who made that video all about refereeing decision for the 80s and saying referees against us. I didn't want to come across as that, and hopefully I've not really done that in today's video. I'm not sitting here with a tin hat saying everything is against us. All I'm actually saying is there is someone that's in charge of a very, very important position within the Scottish game who's clearly, and I mean clearly, not doing her job, and it's affecting the team that I watch personally every single day more than it is everyone else, and it shows that by stats. This isn't me just talking shit, it's genuinely happening there. You can see it if you can be bothered to actually look. And am I blaming Claire for the fact that John Flanagan threw the forearm and could have been sent off? No, I'm actually not doing that. I thought that was stupid for Flanagan. He got caught with a wee battle there, he lost it for a minute, but the referee dealt with it. He saw it wasn't an elbow and he was given a yellow card. What I do have a problem with, reverting back to the statement we spoke about right at the start of today's video, is the fact that she's watched that game back, she sees that incident, which isn't even an elbow, and she cites that. But the Celtic player who clearly, and I mean clearly, elbows Jermaine Defoe in the face gets nothing. That is where the problem lies. But that is where we're actually going to end today's video and today's discussion about the SFA and the compliance officer. Just to give you an update, by the way, the John Flanagan hearing has been put back to Friday because of Rangers' complaint, so be eager to see what the SFA has actually got to say back to Rangers, Stevie Clark and a couple other managers who came out in support and asked for some transparency. And now that I've had my say, get involved down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the compliance officer and the SFA. That is what I asked Twitter, and let's see what they've had to say. Scott Young starts us off saying she isn't biased, she's just absolutely shite at her job. Starting off, Scott Young, I can always rely on you. William writes in, we definitely get treated differently. Too many incidences have happened now, and for her to even defend herself. When you look back at Powell's challenge, McGregor's challenge, and Brown's countless challenges that have went unchallenged by her, it's clear she isn't fit for purpose. Billy K writes in, if she's going to use video evidence, it has to be VAR. Trial by sports scene is biased. Brilliantly put by Billy K. Jonathan writes, it's the re-reffing of games that make the SFA a joke. Even if the rest has seen it, she will overrule it. Fantastic point as well. For me, like the way I grew up, I always thought if the referee sees the incident and books it, there's none that can be done. It's only unseen incidences. This year, it's all been flipped. Because of Claire, she's came in and just changed the rules of football. Clearly, it's backfired. John Gallagher writes in, she should not be shown any agenda, but the stats don't lie. Someone from the outside needs to step in and sort the bias within the Scottish game. Dino writes in, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles and Matt Murdoch could see that she is biased, CJ. And the last one we'll actually read out in tonight's video comes from Kovac, and he writes in, when she's wanting fans on at Ibrox stopped but then wants Celtic to do it, I think there's a wee hint of bias in there. She's also shite at her job. So that one is a double whammy. Biased and shite. Not a good combo for Claire. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard from the people. You've heard from myself. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. And as always, just at the end of every single video, just a friendly reminder as we are closing in on the June the 8th. Down in the description there is a link to a charity match which I will be involved in. A lot of other Scottish YouTubers versus Falkirk Foundation coaches, all in aid of Sam H, which is a mental health and suicide prevention charity. It's a charity that's very, very close to my heart, and I'd honestly appreciate any support down in the description below, buying your tickets to help raise as much as possible, because every single penny will go to helping someone, and that is why we're actually doing it. And as always, if you'd like to support the channel directly, the link for that is also down in the description below. I've been simunovic. Thanks so much for watching. Honestly, no bullshit. Thank you so much for 28,000 subscribers. That genuinely means so much to me, and bye.